before we jump into showing you how we adjust our riders, I wanted to explain how we measure for arm length and inseam. So let me show you how we do this. So Cindy, if you could put your arm up and put it nice and straight. So we basically from the top of the shoulder, we put the tape measure there, and we measure to where the wrist basically connects to your hand, like the end of the wrist. We're gonna pop up an image right after this too, which will kind of show you. So in this case, we're gonna put it top of her shoulder, measure to the wrist, it's 21 inches. Now for the inseam, you're gonna stick the tape measure right inside your leg to the highest point of where your leg attaches to your body, or your hip more or less, or in your to your body. So if you want to stick the tape measure in there, and then you measure down to the ankle. So she's going to hold that. I'm going to bring it down basically right to where your ankle pops out, and that's 28 inches. So obviously it's not an exact science when you're measuring yourself, but being generally speaking within the ballpark will be good enough for measuring for our types of bikes. Now we have Madulika. She's 5'2". She has a 20-inch arm length and a 29-inch inseam. So we're gonna get her on. Now we've left the seat at the same height that we had it for our rider at 5'1", so we'll see how that suits her. So go ahead and step on. Okay, so you can see she's got the flat foot, which is great when you're stopped. And go ahead and put your foot up on the pedal. Okay, now actually you can see her leg extension looks pretty good. What I may do is bring it down just a slight bit, but actually her leg is bent at a really good position, which tells me that her leg length is very similar to our rider at 5'1". And again, the heights aren't going to necessarily dictate the adjustment as much as the inseams will, and your torso length. So one thing I can notice while looking at her is the handlebars and the height of the handlebars actually look pretty wide for her arms and for her torso. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the stem down. I think that's going to give her some better control. So let's go ahead and just turn that. We're going to drop that. I think we're going to drop that all the way down for her. Okay, now try that. Now see, that looks a lot better. She's got the bars more even with her arms, better control. I'm going to make one other adjustment where I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to tilt it down a little bit. If you can hold the handlebars while I do this. And then just, there we go. And I'm going to say maybe right about there looks pretty good. Okay. So now you can see we've got her wrists. They're not kinked. They're pretty flat. There's a little bit of a kink, but she's more relaxed, and she's got the bars more below her shoulders, which is going to be a lot more comfortable, less strain on the arms, things like that, and make it easier for her to control the bike. So we can see in her case, the leg length stayed about the same as 5'1", but we had to do some adjustment because of her arm length to get it suited to her body. Now again, when you guys get home with your bikes, give it a try, ride it. There's no perfect science. So if you want to hop off really quick, and I'll just show them the measurements. So on the stem, we actually have the stem all the way down. So there's no elevation at all. But on the seat, just to show, from the very top of the seat cuff, very bottom of the seat cuff, sorry, to the seat clamp is actually 1.25 inches. So just for you guys to know, if you're 5'2", start with 1.25 inches of seat post showing. Hopefully that'll work for you. If not, adjust it as you go. All right, here we go. We're going to move on to 5'3".